Hello violin players, welcome to For Arm Strings. I'm Henriette and this is lesson 71 in the All for Strings violin course. And in this lesson we're going to continue our learning about the high and low second fingers, and we're practicing exercise 150 on page 40 in your book. And by the end of the lesson you should have a good understanding of where your fingers are going, but not only that, you will also learn why it is that you place your second finger high on the G string and low on the D string. So let's have a look in your book first of all. In order to decide where we're placing our fingers, we need to know a little bit about the key signature. And if you look at this piece at the start, you see that this piece doesn't have any sharps at all. So that means that we're playing all natural notes. So we call every note by its letter name without adding any sharps. Now the second finger on the G string is called B. You know that no fingers on the G string is called G. One finger on the G string is called A, so the second finger on the G string is called B. If we look at the second finger on the D string, no fingers on the D string would be called D, one finger on D would be called E, and we've always played F sharp, but that is now not an F sharp on the second finger, that is now an F, and therefore it comes close to the first finger. Now this is a strange discrepancy that happens on the G and D strings, that on the G string you would expect the B to be a low second finger and a B sharp to be the high second finger, but that is actually not the case. On the G string, the lower second finger would be called B flat and the higher second finger would be called B. In your book you can see H2 and L2 for high second finger and low second finger. Now let's play this exercise, shall we? You may have observed that in a small print underneath this piece there is the suggestion that you play this piece two notes slurred, and that is what we're going to do. It makes the bowing much more even, and that's why I think it's a very good idea to play two notes slurred. I'll count us in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is lovely playing, well done. Now when you play varying second fingers, so high on the G string and low on the D string, you want to work on keeping your wrist in the same position so that you don't do this when your second finger goes lower. And that is what we're practicing on our next playing. So try to keep the position of your left hand the same, regardless of whether you have a high second finger or a low second finger, and you'll feel instead that the spread between your fingers comes from the space between your first and second fingers right there, and you get your fingers more closely together from the base knuckle as well, rather than from your wrist. Let's play this again, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing playing, really well done. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please can you help me out and subscribe. What it does is it helps me get an idea of how many people like this content. So that really gives me an indication of whether I should continue making the same kind of videos or some different ones. So if you've enjoyed it, do let me know by subscribing to the channel and maybe also liking this video. Many thanks, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye bye.